So we've come to the final major team and team of the season with Serie A, and obviously we've got to do a little bit of a tier list with them. The one thing that we have noticed from this team of the season, they've really juiced up a lot of these players, and we've started off with some absolutely crackers. So first and foremost, we've got to get the big boys in here. Leao, Osimhen, Cav, I'm going to call him, and obviously our man, wherever I find him, he's going to be here somewhere. Where is he? Dybala. I was thinking, where on earth is he? These four are the best of the best. Leao looks like he should lead the team incredibly. The stats have been absolutely juiced. Obviously did have a 91 phenoms as a striker, looking absolutely juicy as ever, and he was one of the better strikers we've seen from Serie A this year. Osimhen definitely had a future to going forward for this team of the season. Also with Cav, he managed to get his future star as a 90. Was expecting a big upgrade from him, but even with all of them, same with Dybala, there's 5, 6, 7 upgrades between all of them. With obviously a lot of the Prem, a lot of the Ligue 1, we didn't see this massive upgrade on a lot of these top cards. Whereas these look absolutely brilliant. They know it's the final week and they had to bring some sauce with it, knowing that Serie A was going to be that good. Normally the final one, if it's not Ligue 1 or Prem, which predominantly it's never, I think Ligue 1 might have been one of the years, which naturally sells packs itself. Mbappe, Ben Yedder, Messi, all of them and above. But with obviously Serie A, they've got a few contention players here as well. We've got Theo Hernandez, who I think from his team of the year, very similar card. I don't think there's too much difference between them. You've got a 1 extra pace on the team of the season. I'd like to tell you about skycoach.gg. They offer many features within the FIFA franchise, from FIFA coins to FIFA Weekend League boosts, from trusted sellers, pro players, and are the best prices on the market currently. They have fast delivery, high quality services, lots of games, and also a cashback program. The more coins you buy, the more eligible you are for cashback options. So if you want to buy FIFA coins at the best price, click the link in the description of this video. It will be active promo code for 10% discount from my subscribers. All you have to use is the code JT11 at the checkout to receive this bonus. On to the video. Yeah, 1 extra pace, 2 extra defending. I was thinking which way it went. You've then got 2 extra passing but lost 1 physical. I think the card is absolutely sensational still. As a left back, incredible pace, dribbling, defending, passing, physical. He's a cracking left back. I think for me, you've got Theo Hernandez, Capdevia Fantasy, and also Alphonso Davies, who are at the minute my favourite left backs to play with and the ones that I am coming up against the most. We then have a few of the lower rated players that most definitely are there to just hold up some fodder and also hold up the Serie A Cup. I think the left wing, in obviously this French left wing, we've got Armand. He's had a fantasy, which obviously was 87. He has come from a silver. And I think in terms of a card, it's a standard left wing. He's going up against Leao. He's going up against Cav. It isn't going to end well for him. But the big thing with him is he can be left mid, left wing, right wing. Why not? He's got a 5-star, 4-star, and I think in terms of an objective, he's not awful. He's good for the Serie A Cup if you've not got anybody else to go there, and most definitely will put in a little bit of a shift. Is he going to be starting over Saka, Martinelli? Obviously, the left wings we've got here, Neymar, Vinny, Rodrigo. Of course not. He's not going to be anywhere near them. Even Mitoma, he's not going to be on that level. But most definitely for a Serie A Cup, he's going to be decent. We also have a massive one in Rabiot. A big upgrade that I didn't expect to get. But obviously with this now 94 rated centre mid, a 4-star, 5-star that definitely looks outstanding. As a centre mid, he's got great links to obviously the French nation. His stats are above and beyond what I thought he was going to be. He's gone from an 88-foot birthday all the way up to a 94, managing to secure himself a 4-star skiller there. The card's brilliant. It's a great card. I've seen him a couple of times now. We haven't actually given him a go just yet, but we're hoping we can get our chances on him during the Serie A, obviously 81 times 11, obviously the Serie A Cup and all of that good stuff going forward. But what a card he looks like. We've seen a few different bits of gameplay with him. Looks responsive, great agility on him, just in general a box-to-box genius. We then have Lukaku. I think another great SBC in terms of what we get back. Obviously, in terms of strikers, if you've not necessarily got the best of the best for Serie A, he's 130,000 coins. I don't think he's going to be the most deadly striker. I think when you've got a card that is quite cheap, he'll be good for the first day or two. Once everybody, especially in the Serie A Cup, gets their team of the seasons, he's going to struggle. He's going to have a great shot on him. His pace is going to get him so far. Dribbling will be a bit more on the kind of blockier side. It's naturally going to be an okay card, but not a top card. So for me, I think for price as well, if I'm taking all the factors in, I think an A+ suits him for now. And I can imagine if I was to put him against all of the team of the season, I'd probably be looking more to an A than anything, just purely on the fact that we have got so many strikers. So I'm going to put him A+ for the Serie A game, but then obviously I reckon he would drop down to an A after this week, and there is no use for him. Di Maria. Now, if you've used his team of the tournament, what a card this was. Fast, beautiful agility, normally has a great finish, and his passing normally is very present in the card. When it comes to what we've got from him, he's currently coming in at 350,000, a 5-star, 4-star, and he is 3 ratings above his SBC, obviously, from the World Cup. I believe it was Team of the Tournament SBC, I want to say. He is still a 5-star, 4-star, managing to get an extra 3 on the pace, as well as the passing, dribbling, and defending, and 4 on the shooting, and also on the physical. I really enjoyed this card, and to be honest, I don't normally like putting a lot of cards in S. I would be very close. I think in terms of positioning, cam, striker, centre forward, right wing, it is a shame he can't go on the left. He's going to have to cut in from the right. If I'm judging right wings especially, because I think in terms of a striker, I don't think he's got the physicalness of it. I just don't think he'll be able to play down the middle. Cam, I definitely think he's got a role there. I've always liked his agility side of stuff when it comes to moving the ball. Very, very quick. It kind of suits his old position back in his Real Madrid days. But in terms of a right wing, he's going up against a Salah, a Rodrigo. He then goes against Saka in the lower tiers compared to, obviously, the big money makers. I think A+ would probably be where I'd go in terms of what we're going against everybody else. In terms of Serie A, though, I reckon he is on the brink, to be honest. Szczesny, to be honest, I've kind of going in the middle with him. With keepers, I've always liked Mignan. I felt like he's always been better in terms of in-game especially. And I liked his Centurions, but it wasn't enough to say, yeah, this card is going to be next level if he gets a big upgrade. So we'll keep him there. He's going to just be in the middle. I don't think he's quite fodder-based. I think Samba was atrocious last week. So Szczesny's definitely got a lot better than that. But it will be interesting to see how he goes in the Serie A Cup going forward. Lautaro, we have Martinez. Beautiful card. If you've tried him already, unique body type. He is incredible. The responsiveness of the card is absolutely brilliant. With obviously the stats that we've got. 95 on the pace and shooting. We've got a 4-star, 4-star, which still works, to be honest. I know we like the 5-star anything, but most definitely it's not always the kind of be-all and end-all. He's got a 6 upgrade from obviously his, I want to say, Phenoms or Road to the World Cup card. That was a long time ago now, so we've definitely had an increase. Obviously, the 4-4 is still the same. He's currently coming in at 714,000, a great finisher, and most definitely in anybody's team. We then move on to Tomori. Incredibleness. Absolutely brilliant. If you've used his gold card from the start, his winter wild card with obviously a Varane link up there, and now we've got the 92. This was always a card I was waiting for. We've managed to pack him day one, which I'm very happy with obviously the Serie A Cup. He comes in as the best centre-back in my eyes. You obviously have Bremer, Kim Min-jae, which we'll get onto, and obviously Romagnoli Smalling. Tomori is incredible. The pace has always been brilliant. The physicalness, again, outstanding from him. He naturally is a top centre-back. And in terms of the rest of them, I think Bremer comes down a little bit. Again, another great upgrade. Definitely don't sleep on him in terms of what he can provide. 100,000 coins. He's a very good budget centre-back. Same with Smalling. He's coming in at 127. Again, you can't argue with it. It's a great centre-back, great pace, good defending. Naturally will be a little bit less than the Tomores, the Virgils, the Ramoses, the Ruben Diazes. They're going to be on that next sort of level. But I definitely think if you are running a team which is minimal coins, you can definitely get away with these two and still absolutely have a blinder. When it comes to Kim Min-jae, I don't know why he's in here. I genuinely thought we might have actually got compensation from him because no community has been in. Whether EA forgot that they put him in community, but he has got a different dynamic to this now. So I personally don't know why he's in it. Maybe they literally just did forget and thought he was going to be in there. I think in terms of a centre-back, I'd probably have to put him on that same sort of level. When it comes to Romagnoli, I do think in terms of blockiness, the objectives tend to be a little bit worse than the team. It's just naturally how they do them, because if they were to give you an objective, say they gave you a Dybala, I know it's a big jump, but what's the point going for anybody else in that forward role when you've already got the best of the best? It's the same principle for this. The left wing, the goalkeeper, the centre mid, they will always give you a good version, but it's never going to be the top and it's never going to be the middle. It's going to be enough to get you by. So he's going to sit in that A for me. Barella is up next, so cracking card. He's gone from his 92 road to the final, which is a bit unfortunate because that still can get an upgrade, obviously, in the coming weeks if they do manage to beat Man City. But we've got a cracking card here. He is a beautiful centre mid, and again at the top level, 638,000 coins. He has had an upgrade from a 3-star, 5-star. Obviously, the 5-star weak foot has come from being past the semi-finals in the Champions League. So naturally, he's just got a generic base upgrade. If they do manage to win it, unfortunately, I would say personally, the road to the final is going to be the better card. Even though the stats are less, a 5-star, 5-star Barella is always going to be better than a 4-4, unless the stats were incredibly higher. Say he was a 92 with a 5-5 and this was a 97. The 97 would win in a matter of the fact that the upgrade is so big. When it comes to that card being 93 with a 5-5, that's going to be very interesting to see if they do manage to do it. But in terms of Barella, he's got to go in that S category. There's no other position for him. We then have the final few. Personally, for me, the right wing is a standard. He's a pack filler, if anything. There's nothing too crazy from him. I think he's about 20,000 coins. Great pace on him. He's going to be like the left wing here. He's going to give you a little bit of option, but he's not going to be there unless you kind of really have to put him in a Serie A Cup. You'd never put him in the team naturally. You'd obviously go with someone like a Di Maria way over that option. We have Di Lorenzo as a right back. Again, another cracking option for right back, which does link in for quite a few of the Italians, which is always nice. If we can find him on here, 97 pace, 90 defending, obviously a 3-3, which is a standard for a right back. I'm not expecting too much. And I think he's going up against the Hakimis, the Lams, trying to think who I've got. Reece James. I quite like Reece James in there, to be fair. Frimpong is another cracking option. So he has got a lot of competition, and I think he's a good card, but I don't think there's a clear winner in right back yet. We're still waiting on that absolute. I know everybody's going to be playing that right back. Normally it was like a Kyle Walker, but unfortunately, I don't think Di Lorenzo takes the absolute top spot in my eyes. We then have Tonali, another great CDM. Obviously, was waiting for a big upgrade from him. And I think from a 90, well, he's got an 87 winter wildcard, which was it an SBC? I think it was an SBC, yeah. 9,500 coins apparently now, but oh no, it was a token, that's what it was. And then obviously we have this 92 centre mid, can be obviously a CDM, 150,000 coins. I think in general, nice CDM, most definitely. When it comes to chemistry styles as well with him, a shadow is going to be the option, which turns him into a 95 CDM. In terms of the options, you're looking at the Casemiros, you're looking at obviously a lot of them Kimmich roles that I think he could definitely put a shift in. But whether he's the top of the top, I think I'd leave that to Rabiot and obviously Barella in my eyes. And Cuadrado, as a right mid, I feel like they always force this. He can be a right back still, and I've always preferred him in that role. Obviously, it depends on what you want with him. Backbone is the chemistry style people are going for, which would give you 90 defending, 89 physical, and 89 passing. It turns him into not a bad right back, and to be honest, I'd probably be with it with Di Lorenzo. He's not a right mid in my eyes. I feel like he needs more of that attacking option if he was to going to play that right mid, right wing role. A right wing back could work for him if obviously playing 5 at the back, but unfortunately, I don't think he's number 1 in my shout. And that's going to be the list for you today. Let me know down below if it matches up yours. Make sure you like and subscribe on this and check out the video on screen. Peace.